This is the Self-Aware Leader Podcast. Now your host, Jason Rigby.
I want to talk about how you can get a year's worth of work done in 12 weeks. You're like, what the hell, Jason? No, for real. You can get a year's worth of work done in 12 weeks. So how can we unlock the full potential of the 12-week year? And I'm talking about a book. Brian P. Moran, M-O-R-A-N, and Michael Lennington came out with this revolutionary system, guys. And this is one of my top 5 books. It's called The 12-Week Year. They have a workbook. Go on Amazon right now and buy it. Pause this. Go to Amazon. Get the workbook and the book, The 12-Week Year. You're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it. Especially those of you who really like to plan and kind of get in the weeds on that. This is going to help you tremendously. Because what happens a lot of times in the beginning of the year is the gym is the perfect example. The first 21 days, gyms are packed. Then that 22nd, 23rd day, you go back to the gym and you're like, back to normal. We always fall short, don't we? The goals, the things that we do. It's time for us to consider a new approach to goal setting and productivity. And this is where I'm going to introduce you to the 12-week year. Because this system, guys, is going to have you achieve more in 12 weeks than majority of people do in an entire year. So let's get into the key concepts. And if you didn't order the book now, I'm going to, and I don't get paid by this or anything. I just love sharing great information with you guys. And I know you guys DM me and talk to me about this. And that's why I'm starting and building a community for us to be able to discuss this more and have, Zoom calls and everything else so that we can be the best version of ourselves. When I find information like this, I call it like gold bars, gold nuggets. I get so excited to share it with you. I want you I want to sift through all this and give you those gold bars, that wisdom, so that we can be more self-aware. That's what it's about. I want to transform people. That's what my life mission is, to transform people's personal and professional lives. So let's get into this game-changing system, the 12-week year. It's centered around the idea that goal setting, especially annual goal setting, is ineffective. Because what it leads to, and I see this over and over again, is procrastination. It leads to a lack of focus. And it causes you, because you think that you have the whole year, and this is the key, guys, to reduce urgency. So what the 12-week year book, the authors break down your goals into 12-week periods. So it allows you to maintain focus, accelerate progress, and achieve more. So a successful 12-week year begins with a clear vision of what you want to achieve. And this vision should be inspiring, realistic, and aligned with your values. And you can start this anytime you want. That's the beautiful part. You could say, okay, today is April 1st. Fool's Day, or today is, I don't know what today is actually, it's the middle of April. But, okay, I'm going to go from this middle of April till next middle of April. Start your 12-week year anytime. You can do it anytime. So this is the beautiful part. Don't wait to January. Don't procrastinate on this system. So what's a clear vision? Most people don't have a clear vision. Walk up to somebody and say, hey, what's your clear vision for this year? I like to take one word, and then I like to expand on that. And that's key, because that's my word this year is expansion. My word last year was clarity. But this year is expansion. And that's my one word, my clear vision. The things that I do in my life, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, is all about expansion for 2023. That's what it's about. And that inspires me. And I've made realistic 12-week goals. So once you have a vision, once you get that, it's time to create a strategic plan, and we're going to have time-bound goals, and they're going to be specific and measurable. And we're going to break the goals into smaller tasks and then prioritize them according to the impact and urgency. Now, my word from last year, clarity. Now we're gaining clarity, guys. This is awesome. So Weekly and daily execution. This is where the magic happens. Within your plan in place, the next step is to execute it efficiently. Each week, review your goals and set aside dedicated time to work on high-impact tasks. Those things that you consider urgent. High-impact tasks are those things that are going to give you the most efficiency, get you the most momentum, and get you going. And then you're going to break your week into manageable chunks and assign specific tasks to each day. I like to have one big, audacious goal to get completed in that day. And if I get that one thing done, then I'm happy. Whether it's go for a hike, and that's the one thing I want to do for the day, and that's a focus of physical for that day. Whether it's, I'm going to spend time with a loved one, and I'm going to have a date night, and that's my main focus. I'm going to make it badass. Then that's what I'm going to focus on. Or whether it's a work project, and I want to get this done. Today, this task has to get done. This is going to help you maintain focus and stay on track. Assign specific tasks to each day. At the most, I'll have 3 for me. I don't like having more. 5 is like crazy. But 1, 2, maybe 3 at the most. And then I feel good. I know if I get this done, I'll feel good for the day. And that's what I work on, and I have a list. Next, scorekeeping and accountability. To ensure you stay committed to your goals, establish a system to measure your progress. Keep track of your accomplishments and setbacks, and use this information to adjust your plan as needed. And then you're going to hold yourself accountable for your actions. And seek support. An accountability partner is awesome. Have your friends tell them, say, hey, I'm doing this thing, and I want to be able to be accountable to you. So once a month, can we meet for lunch or meet for drinks? And you're going to hold me accountable. And I'll send you an email beforehand of all the things that I'm going to accomplish for the month. And then we're going to meet, and then I want you to hold me accountable. They may want to do it with you. Put it out there on Instagram. Say, who wants to be each other's accountable partner? I'm looking for an accountable partner. Who wants to do that? And let somebody tell you, yeah, I'll do that with you. It's awesome, guys. I love accountability. Coaching, accountability, all of those things. Trusted mentors. That's why we're going to build a self-aware community. Because we need mentoring. We need coaching. We need accountability and partner. And we can always learn, teach, learn from each other. This is where it becomes so important. And then time mastery. Time management is crucial for success in the 12-week year system. We need to learn to prioritize tasks, to not allow those so-called fires, the things that ring the siren. Those are distractions. You think that you need to solve that problem, but it's actually just a distraction. Because your high priority goal is this, and that's what you're sticking to. This can be added to the list, and you can look at it and say, yeah, well, that really doesn't need to be done for a week. Or I'm just getting emotional about it. I could really, why don't I just schedule a meeting with the client and see as soon as I can talk with them, and then I'll have a meeting with them instead of writing a 2-hour email that they're going to read and not understand it. When face-to-face, is the number one thing. Allocate time effectively to achieve your goals. And then find your most productive hours and respect those. And don't schedule anything in that time. If you have a 2-hour block every day where you work your best, a 4-hour block, whatever it is, 2, 3, 4 hours, schedule that where nobody interferes you then. And then continuous improvement. The 12-week year system is about constant growth and learning. It's about reflecting on the achievements and setbacks and then using this insight and tweaking it for future plans for the next 12 weeks and the next 12 weeks. And then you're going to get so much stuff done. You're going to be like, how did I even accomplish all this in a year? Embrace a growth mindset. Don't be afraid to adapt and pivot when necessary, and get the book and the workbook called The 12-Week Year.
Thank you for tuning in to the Self-Aware Leader Podcast with host Jason Rigby. We hope this episode has inspired you to unleash your full potential and embrace your inner leadership. By expanding your consciousness, you can transform your mind, body, and soul and become the remarkable leader you were always meant to be. If you found this episode valuable, please share it with your loved ones and help us expand our community. Thank you for listening, and we look forward to having you join us again on the Self-Aware Leader Podcast.